Hey, this is Robert with Cruzbike, and today we're going to talk about the pivot clamp washers. On the pivot bolt, there are 3 washers. This is an area that sometimes people might have some creaking or squeaking. Sometimes it's because the washers are in the wrong place. So the easy way to check is to loosen the clamp with 2 5mm Allens, and you want to make sure if that clamp is loose to tighten it nice and secure. But before you do that, you always want to make sure that the washers are in the right place. So we're going to loosen this up here and take note that the washers are on the outside. So here on one, we have one washer on the bolt side. It's always going to be on the outside. And before you tighten it, it looks like there's a gap between the bottom part of the clamp and the top part of the clamp. But that gap closes and the washers allow it to do so. So we have 2 washers on the sleeve side of the bolt. We always want to make sure those are on before we put the sleeve through. And we always want to put a little bit of grease on this particular connection, because you can get some creaking here if it's not greased, and some binding. So we have a little bit of grease on here. Our 2 washers are on the outside, and then we'll slide that all the way through the upper and lower part of the pivot clamp, making sure both washers are on the outside. And then the other washer goes on the other end with the bolt. Now, it's very important that the 2 washers are on the sleeve section and 1 washer is on the bolt section. It won't work if there's 2 washers on the bolt side. So you always want to make sure that you have 2 washers on the sleeve end. And what that'll do is it'll allow that other bolt to pull in far enough to tighten the clamp all the way down. That's a pro tip for today. As always, if you have questions, please contact us at support@cruzbike.com.